Hey YouTube. Well, I choose to call this one the bird pulling up the sun. I'm driving on a 380 East. I just picked up some rocks and I'm going to a little city called Little Elm. And we have this weird formation out in the horizon and the sun is beginning to peep out. Not quite. And I got some more pictures of this. And to me it actually looks like a bird with its wings spread out, and this is the center of its body. There's some better pictures of that, as you see here again. And there's something I noticed. I'm not saying it is anything, but if you pay attention to right there in this area here, it will be more visible later. And as you see here, becoming more and more weird red. It's not a red as normal we would see a sunrise. It is in another tone of red. But if you look here again, you see if you can pull it up, you have something illuminating here. It could just be a hole, but it's not something I noticed while looking at it. And it does have a circular shape to it. And again, and this is from February 13th, 2015 at sunrise. Right there we have a round shape. Not saying it is anything at all, but it's just there still. And you can see this wing kind of look like a bird, giant bird. It prevails throughout quite some time. As you see here, now it's just becoming more and more red. And it actually becoming a color which is not red, but I found out that this color is actually coral. The next frame, I believe, will show that. This color here is coral red, not red as we normally see in the sunrise. And as you see here, the entire horizon is plastered with this reddishness, except over on the north side. It is more on the east and the south side that this reddishness is showing up. And it should actually be equal over the whole front, but it's not. It is very dark over on the north side, where it's very illuminated on the south side. As you see here, the colors match. Coral red. It's not a color I remember ever seeing in a sunrise, this tone. As you see here, that's just a reflection, I believe. Oh, might be a UFO. Some of them are a little shaky because the light is not so bright, so the shutter time is not so fast, and I would say 380 East is not the best road to drive on. It's pretty uneven. It's very bumpy up and down. But I just want to show you this insane sunrise this morning. And as you see, it stays in this color for a long time. And I have already traveled a distance of some 25 miles through the pictures you've just seen, and it remains like this, in this tone, for a very long time. Actually 25 minutes. And as you see here on the south side, it's very reddish, but when you go to the left, meaning going towards north, it is dark. And I got a couple of pictures taken out, and see this object here, or this round light, remains in the same position. So I don't know if I should say that that is absolutely something. I don't want to claim it is something. All I want to do is point it out that this illumination stays in the same vicinity throughout these pictures. And is a very peculiar color, and you see complete dark here. I mean, you can't see through it. There's no light. It's like dark night looking at. And as you see here, towards the north, it's dark. Where towards east, which I'm traveling, is illuminated. And you see it again. The south side, and you see the anti-vesicula rays also in the sky from shadows. I'll zoom in a little. I would suggest you watch this whole show in full screen. That will give the best, as you see here, it's oh, that was too much. Here. Come. Right down. That should be better. It takes a little while to process it. But it looks pretty nasty, doesn't it? And see this round shaped object, or whatever it is remaining throughout these pictures. And you can go over and to that side and see this, like the sky is on fire. And I just don't remember ever seeing a sunrise in these colors. And I remember BP Earthwatch has this microphone around the world talking about this magnetic ball, which we all have another name for, but let them just call it that so they don't get ridiculed. He says that we will notice a change in the colors in our sky, and we have change in our colors. We have some peculiar shapes, we have some weird colors, and you see here this object or this round shape still remains in this picture. And now we're almost in Denton, and it's still there. As you see, it remains. So I'm beginning to debate a little with myself, is there something here? Since we now have this cover here, which is pretty stable, it doesn't move, it remains the same for a very long time, and it's only over towards south it's lit, and the north side is pretty much dim. And again, we still have this shape here in the middle. It is actually not something I'm noticing. I'm simply just tapping on the screen to make it focus, and then I just shoot a couple. And then I'll just see when I come home what became good and what is not. And it just still remains. And I mean, we've been going for a long time now, all the way from Bridgeport, and now we're going to Denton, and we are in Denton County, and this thing still remains. I just don't get it. You see, it's still right there, this round object, it remains. And that I'm beginning to find a little peculiar. And as you see here, I'm taking a picture a little away from where the sun is actually coming up over here to the right. And as you can see here, the north side is laid in darkness, but it's not why I'm taking this picture. It's because they're already beginning to fill in with chemtrails. And for those of you who is watching this and you are a resident of Northeast Texas, you will concur with me that we have the rays here up again, the shadow. Here's a chemtrail playing. See this again here, right there. It still remains. Well, those of you in Northeast Texas will agree to me that we had a strange sunrise, but throughout the day, before it was even 10 o'clock, there was absolutely nothing on the sky. We had a beautiful day. It started out with being 33 degrees in where I started out in the morning, and it actually became 67 degrees. So it warmed up, and it was nice. And we still have this lit object. And through these pictures I've just been through here, I'm noticing something else. This is very stationary too. It doesn't move. This is completely black. That would give me the belief that this about coal ash is true, that chemtrails is coal ash. But we have these three objects sitting right there in front of the clouds, or the chemtrail clouds. And these has been persistent, and you can still sense them there, and you see the rays again. I'm trying to make this as fast as I can. I got a bunch of pictures, unfortunately. But you see these three dots is sitting in an arch, just like when I made my moon videos. I'm not done with those. I still have a bunch to deliver. They always comes in threes, in an arch. I have said many times, and we have 1, 2, 3 dots sitting there in an arch, and we still have this prevailing thing. The sun is not even above the horizon yet. It's not above the horizon yet. We still have those 3 dots. We still have this object sitting there, or this light dot, and we've been traveling for a long time now. The sun is still not up, and more chemtrails is joining the party. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 visible chemtrails, which is older. Some of them are dark, and some of them are dark and bright in between each other, like it's some sort of mixture. As you see here, right here, here's a white chemtrail with a black chemtrail. And you see they are coming from this side, and they went this way, or they went the other way. I think they went towards north. Next frame, and again, and the plane made a little breakage here, and here you see it. And again, you see the rays through the sky here, these anti-vesiccular rays from the shadows cast from the sunlight. And you still see here in the center of the picture, we still have this white object, or this illumination prevailing throughout a very long time now, for half an hour minimum. You see now this beginning to look very strange. A moment ago this was completely dark, like black, right? Now it's beginning to light up and actually take a color instead of just being dark, which I find peculiar too. What is this stuff? What is it made of, really? And again, that is what I'm saying about chemtrails used to skewer Nibiru. They can, with these frequencies, with the chemicals they're spraying in the atmosphere, they can actually change the colors. And that is the proof you're watching right here. The colors changed. Sun is still not up. Sun is still not up. Not up yet. It's amazing, isn't it? Next frame. Still not up. More airplanes are coming in, joining the party. Still not up. And I'm running out of time here. Next frame. To the north, dark. Come on. And I've got 2 minutes. The sun is still not up. Still not up. And you see here, that is out to the south. You see that is illuminated. And here we got to the north. Here is dark. And again, to east. And there is the sun, right there, showing its face. Finally, the bird in the morning with a string around his foot, dragging the sun up from the horizon. And the day turned out to be pretty beautiful and warm. It's pretty crazy. And I can't make this in 15 minutes. That is a shame. But there's just so many examples here. It is just crazy. And again we got these weird rays from the side of the sun, like I showed you yesterday. Oh, and again, blurry. So that's it. I just wanted to show you that. God bless you.